people that think they've gone down this path and it looks like there's no way God could redeem or rescue their marriage or that relationship, and they know they messed up and they've repented. What would you say to them now? How would you encourage them?
Well, for me, I started reading the Bible more, and the scripture that came to me was, "Be still and know that I am God." So for me, it's just encouraging someone to get to know yourself.
You know, you can't control another person, even if they're doing bad stuff, because they're going to rebel against that. Yeah. And so if you're in a situation right now, things are happening, maybe you're past it. When I say past it, it's things have been exposed, you're in a place, or another different, something you're struggling with in marriage. To do the best you can to pause. To just pause. And I know that's hard. I didn't go to movie theater or a musical theater, but I'm an emotional person too. And to develop the discipline of slowing down, we react so quickly to things, and then we spend time fixing more stuff than what's originally messed up. Does that make sense? And so if you're going through that right now, I just want to encourage you to pause for a minute. It's not as bad as you think. It's not as far as you think. And I'm telling you, the reason we wrote Hope is Where the Heart is because if you can put your heart in the right place. See, I think too many of us have put our hearts in our marriages, our jobs, our situation, and Scripture tells us, be careful where you place your heart. My heart and my hope is in Jesus Christ. But it's not just in prayer, it's the expectation of we have to do more as well. So we work hard of understanding each other now.
How did you, Jim, how did you work on yourself? We talked about you can't control the other person, and we talked about Shannon shared how she worked on it. How did you work on yourself?
I did get with a counselor eventually, found a great counselor, helped me to understand myself. I have some predisposed, and that's not an excuse, by the way, but I have some influences in my life that come from my childhood. Many people have been divorced. But when my mom and dad divorced, one of the things my mom said to me is, I need you to be the man of the house. I was about 8 years old at that point. And I don't know what that meant to me at that point, but it meant something powerful. But a short time later, Mom met another guy, and then they got married, and then a few months later even, they broke up, divorced, and then I'm the man of the house again. This repeated 10 times.
Yeah, I read that. I'm like, your mom was married 11 times, 10 or 11 times? My goodness.
And you know, she's broke. Remember, chapter 2 is we're all messed up. And we are all messed up. Right. And we have to be careful. I love the Apostle Paul said, you know, but for the grace of God, there I go. Yeah. And so we're all messed up. Mom had her difficulties too. Right. But I have these preconceived or predispositioned in me these ideas of insignificant, don't matter, those kind of things. And so I pushed that on Shannon. Well, what my counselor helped me see is that, Jim, you can feel those things, but you do matter. Number one, Christ died for you. Number two, you're fearfully and wonderfully made. You need to put yourself in a place where God has you. Doesn't mean I'm better than anything, but I realize I'm broken in areas, but I also realize that there are ways to avoid and not get caught up in the same traps.